Quali. Alright. Bipolar resonator, extendo. This is trap. That's that square. Oops. That's the saw. That's a triangle. I was making sure it's just a computer screen. That's a sign. Now you see that there's double peaks. We'll get into it. See, I told you the one was like that, and I showed you before. There was no bottom. Okay. Set the camera there. Now this is the regular saw unipolar. We'll play. Oops, you know what? Maybe let's just go to square, because I don't know how I didn't install that. What the fuck? I could have sworn I did. Ooh, I didn't. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just load it in. Whack! Alright, we're gonna let this load in. Oh, sorry, y'all. Shit happens, you know. I'm not perfect. Never said I was, and I definitely ain't no saint. I fuck up all the time. Alright, it is 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, so it should be in here now. So saw. So now this is the bipolar saw. Turn it back to the regular one, to unipolar. Oops, went a little bit too far. Now you hear the difference. There's a little bit more harmonic. That's because it's peaking the opposite direction. It's a lot heavier. It is a lot heavier. It is a bipolar now, so you've got it peaking in two different directions. Excuse me. Alright, and that's as for this as well. So this is that square one. We'll turn it back down to the other square. You don't get that same effect. So that's what the bipolar resonators do. Now, oops, I had that thing squared out the entire time. Well, it doesn't matter what I had on drive curve. It doesn't matter. The resonator is going to articulate the signal regardless, because I showed you how it looks on my drawings, which are probably redundant to you all by now. And I've also showed you stuff on the screen which is also redundant to you by now, maybe new and interesting to some of you and redundant to most of you. So that would wrap that session up as far as discussing that. Now, well, you probably think to yourself, well, why do you have bipolar resonators and stuff? Well, you see, because I like to play games. and you should too when you play synthesizer, because this is where the fun comes in. We'll take it to square. We'll take it to inversion. Hold up. Oops. We take this extender to inversion. We use the same LFO. LFO 1. Straight up suspect. See? That's what you do. Turn an FM radio on oscillator 1, oscillator, so FM source is oscillator 2. Now, you put that in cone. Understand that it's a square. So you know that this resonator is kind of weird. It steps down. It's steppy. That would be the reso wall square. So it has a different type of effect. Now, when I turn this back to saw, kind of strange. I mean, you hear that? I mean, excuse me. Now you can always put the LFO back on meth and have them speeding down the highway away from the cops again. About 90. It's scary. So I think you guys might get the gist of the differentiation of the bipolar resonators and how they work, and they add a little bit extra weight play to the stuff. So let's try to combine some stuff like maybe this toothy saw phase and this bipolar reso. Now you're saying how we gonna combine it? Well, we're gonna have to take and pulse with the 0 on the toothy comb type of oscillator or phase oscillator. Turn it to 16 on the pulse width, plus 63 on the crank on the pulse width mount, right? So LFO, everything's going up. Now the magic starts when you start FM and turn that FM radio on. You guys should be able to understand exactly what's going on by this time. So, like I said, I was going to show you that before on previous videos of how this is affecting the other signal. So if it was phase, that's exactly what's going on. It's peaking out the plus and the minus to your sinusoid wave, right? In this case, it would be peeking out the peaks of the tooth. Again. And see how you bring the comb filter in? All this toothy stuff. You got the teeth of the comb filter, the teeth of the resonator, the teeth of the oscillator. You got a whole bunch of. And that's how you get the harmonic. Even on bandpass, you tune in to bandpass radio, FM, tune into radio. It matters not. I'll tune in there, so it turns 53. Alright. Speed him up, methed out. Gotta be careful. Because 86 not in tune. That's octave interval. We need to be at 92. 92? So we'll take that off. You should see how it's working. Envelope mode. Same ordeal. Change the tooth on the phase oscillator. So now we're at 512 feet. Tweaky stuff. Starting at 16, there would be 32, now we're at 64. When I say 64, I mean 64 peaks. Because this is at 16, there really is 32. There's 16 going one way and 16 the other way. So if you want to get technical, it's 32, 64, and then obviously 128, whatever. Yatum Shata. We're not going to split hairs here, you understand what I'm saying. You clearly see the peaks. Telling you right now that 16 on the top. If it was unipolar, it would just be 16. Since it's bipolar, I guess you would want to split hairs and maybe say it's 32. What have you. I don't care. Call it what you want, but the math is all here. It's all been done. So let's take this down. So this is the resonator on a 128. The phase back up to 8, and we're using multipliers which are not really that good. I mean, well, not to say that they're not that good. It's not good to be very heavy with the FM, so to speak. You have to be kind of sparing with it, but in this case, it doesn't matter, since we're screwing around with some technical stuff. Heavy FM was actually good this time. All these programs are good, trust me. I'm not doing any fraudulent stuff here. And I don't want like all this like super high ass dollar amount stuff for this stuff. You know, you're getting a plethora, you're getting it for the cheap. I got the toolbox for you. If you need sounds, this box will get you anything you need. So let's take the trap. We'll trap it out. Trap phase, trap reso, bipolar. We trapped out now. Now we out here pitching them stones. Probably change the triangle, right? Turn it up to 65, get back in tune. Throw a comb on it. Yeah, you get really stupid stuff. I'll probably do one more tape on this. After this, it's going to have to show the 50X resonators, a couple unipolar, a couple bipolar, and we will do some more mixing resonators with other engines. I hope this was enjoyable to my subscribers, trolls. I know you're always getting fired up on the Lola. I can't help it. I'm sorry, man. It's the torch I'm carrying, man. Burning everyone. I'll catch you.